everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plush user for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised. Retrostatic Radio presents Killing 15 Minutes.
Hello and welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where we will give you your serial killer fix in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm Sam Rossi, and shortly I will be handing a poorly written synopsis of a serial killer to my brother, who hasn't read it, on a serial killer he's most likely hasn't heard of. This should be fun. Good luck, bro.
Now stop playing your game. Thank you, sissy. I don't know why that sounded so angry. I apologize.
I won't give you the notebook anymore.
Today, Sammy brings us the Argentine vampire, Florencio Fernandez, who murdered 15 women in Monteros, Argentina. Born in 1935, not much is known about Fernandez. However, what is known is that his family did abandon him to the streets. He suffered from delusions and hallucinations that he believed he was a vampire. Most likely, he was schizophrenic. Shocking, I know.
Shocking.
He found blood sexually attracting. And more to the point of his psychosis, he found blood sexually attractive. Cringe. You wrote the word cringe? He killed around 15 women all the same way. He would stalk his victim for several days, waiting until she was alone, and then took advantage of the hot spring or summer nights, where he would enter through the open window. He would then beat her while she slept. Afterwards, he would bite her neck, sometimes reaching to dissect the trachea and the carotid. Those are arterial spots on the neck. Well, actually, I think the trachea is its own thing. That's the esophagus.
That's what the trachea is. It's here.
There were rumors that he drank the blood of his victims. He would then leave the victim to bleed to death if they hadn't died by then. Fernandez was arrested in a cave outside of the town on February 14th, 1960, at the age of 25. He did not resist arrest until he was outside in the sunlight, because he suffered from photophobia. That would be fear of sunlight or just bright lights?
Sunlight.
Oh, okay. Fernandez was declared insane and confined to a psychiatric institution. He would die in 1965 of natural causes. Some news sources maintaining that it was all an urban legend. But who knows? Was it actually an urban legend?
It doesn't say. It sounds like something that you could be, the reason you don't keep your windows open at night is that the vampires are going to come get you.
Yeah, but they have a name for them. A lot of urban legends do generally stem from a source. I mean, usually it's an exaggerated source, like the one urban legend that goes around a lot is the person in your back seat.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much any of the Would You Believe, the Jonathan Frakes, Believe It or Not Ripley's Believe It or Not, Fact or Fiction.
Fact or Fiction.
The person who died of a heart attack because...
Josh Brolin was on that.
Really?
Yeah, he did the first season.
Huh, neat.
Yeah.
Nothing else to add there?
That was neat. Nothing else to add. Sorry.
There's actually a lot of, looking back at, Forensic Files, and a lot of shows that we're doing
reenactments. Yeah.
dramatizations or
Yes, dramatizations
of, this is what happened. I actually had a surprise, like, I know Jason Bateman was in, I want to say it was an episode of,
Unsolved Mysteries.
Was it Unsolved Mysteries?
It was Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay. But you know what I mean? Because they're just getting from the, who's the cheapest people we can get right now. They aren't looking for quality. They aren't going to be like, hey, let's bring, star Josh Brolin in to reenact this.
Yeah, no.
It's pre-Goonies, Josh Brolin. Would be post-Goonies. But either way. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Assumably there is a case where it's like, oh yeah, this person was. In fact, we've probably covered someone by this point that hid in the back seat. Because wasn't the Miami Strangler?
Yeah.
One of the theories was that
he was hiding in the back seat, yeah.
But they take that and then it turns into, well, always check your back seat before you get into your car. That is actually something I do, although it's not technically because of the urban legend. It's just I'm paranoid.
I'm paranoid, so I check it in the back seat.
Actually,
or I get into the truck without looking in the back seat, going, "Please, if you're gonna kill me, make it quick."
Yeah, if I'm not gonna look, I'm at least gonna taunt him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be an asshole until I die.
True story.
But I don't know. On an urban legend front, I think
I could see where it could be considered an urban legend. I could see
them conflating how he was.
And that name could also be something like John Smith. Here,
Florencia. You know what? I'm not gonna be a colonizer this episode. So it could be any which way but loose on that.
Yeah.
But it is something that, like, it is again another case of if the information's not there, mostly because I don't think a lot of people dig into it either.
No.
Or at this stage, it's almost 100 years old. There might not be a lot of information on it. Outside of, this one newspaper clipping saying that this person, you know what I mean? Florencio Fernandez was arrested for the murders of these women.
Yep.
But it also reminds me of the film The Vampire's Kiss, starring Nicolas Cage. The only reason I bring that up is because he thinks he's a vampire. And then he tries to kill... It's Nicolas Cage being insane Nicolas Cage, and I love it. It's actually where a very famous meme comes from. Several, in fact. But anyways, I don't have a lot, I don't really know that much about Argentina.
No,
although I do know that, mileage-wise, it's huge.
Yep.
So, it's very, I don't want to say isolated towns, but the size of it versus how many people live there, it's almost like Wisconsin.
Something like that.
Where it's there's 3 people per fucking mile. Although it's 1.2 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something.
It's per mile, if we're going for square mileage, it's really...
There's more people in New York City than that entire country.
There's more people in New York City than, a lot of countries.
This is true.
But it's weird. Because let's not pull up the urban legend part of it. Let's actually look at it as a case. While, yes, he thought he was a vampire, he actually played the role enough that, unlike every other vampire we've done, even the dude who was the vampire tits.
Vampire tits.
Okay. He bit boobies.
He did.
He was the booby biter.
He was the booby biter.
Last week it was the people pickler. 3 weeks before that it was the booby biter.
Yeah, something like that.
The nipple nipper. Okay, I'm sorry. But, and it's another case, and I don't like rehashing our, what we talk about, our discussion part.
Yeah.
Which is why I usually go look at this episode for that. But, this is very stereotypical of how serial killers, and especially those that have, all of them have a mental illness to some extent. They have let me rephrase, they have poor mental health to some extent. but those that are schizophrenic. Like, you had the one dude who literally, the only reason he killed people was because he got off of his meds.
Yep.
You know. And this is why society is a really good thing. And it's also why for-profit healthcare is terrible.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
But what I mean by that is that, you know, if he was schizophrenic.
But you also have to think of the time period.
Well, yeah, the time period was the 30s, so even if he was in the U.S., it would have still been...
Yeah, he probably would have been killing it either way. I probably had more information on him if it was in the U.S.
Oh, yeah, if he was a white dude in fucking Anaheim.
Yeah, we would. I could have totally had like 20 minutes on that, Dad.
Yeah, we would have easily had to pare back because it would have been, well, here's where the cops fucked up. Here's where the judicial system fucked up. Here's where mental health fucked up. Here's where his parents fucked up.
So, we are...
So we are at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, we can end it.
We're going to probably edit it down so it probably won't even be 10 minutes. And sorry for another little quickie, but...
It's your podcast quickie. Your true crime quickie podcast.
We are a true crimes quickie podcast, and we're criminally silly, but sometimes I will say that if we did rank these, because apparently that's my running gag, this batch record. Oh, we didn't ask Siri about anything. Hey, Siri!
What would you like to know?
How many people are in Argentina?
Hey, Siri! Hey, Siri! What's the population of Argentina?
As of 2022, the population of Argentina was 47,327,407.
Neat.
Hey, Siri, what's the population of New York City? Hey, Siri, what's the population of New York City?
In 2019, the population of New York City was 8,336,817.
Now I had about 2 million just for the, for large cities, I usually add about half of the population onto it, only because a lot of people don't want to give into a census, or they can't.
Okay, you're right. Especially in New York City being so populated.
Well, that's exactly it. It's very easy to be...
Not counted.
Not counted, or not wanting, or...
Not wanting to be counted.
Not wanting to... I'm trying to say there's also a lot of illegals. And I'm not talking about on a, like, you know, they're from Puerto Rico or anything like that.
No.
Because a lot of people, like, try and make it just, like, a Hispanic thing. But, like, fairly certain right now, we probably had an upswing in Ukrainian or Eastern European undocumenteds coming over. Because there was a war.
And
so all you need is a family, you know, you need a family member, and then bam. Suddenly, Papa... I don't know any Ukrainian names off the top of my head. I almost said Boris, but
no,
that feels like
that's
being insensitive, since that's more of a Russian stereotype name. But anywho, so yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a 48 million. That's actually still, I mean, that's as of now.
Yeah, that's as of now.
Where you've got to think that now there's actually, I know they built the Trans-American highway there.
Yeah, something like that.
That, like, goes from, like, Patagonia all the way. I don't think it actually goes all the way to Patagonia.
I think they're heading that way, though.
But it's, like really close to the tip of Argentina before it turns into...
Islands.
The Falklands.
No, the Falklands are over on the outside of...
No, they're in the Ring of Fire, aren't they? I don't know. Or not the Ring of Fire, yeah, Tierra del Fuego and all that area.
Hey, Siri, where is the Falkland Islands located?
Here it is on the map.
That looks like just an... That's just an island in the middle of nowhere! Pull out! Pull out!
Unzoom. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Why do I want to put them over on the other side?
Well, you want to put them over by Africa?
I want to put them over here.
I want to put them I want to put them
in the Canary Islands. I want to switch the Canary.
Apparently, the Falklands need to be over by Galapagos, according to Sissy.
Nope, Western Sahara, Morocco. One over by Morocco.
No, the Galapagos Islands are up towards northern Africa, aren't they?
No, the Galapagos Islands are over here and by the Andes.
Prove it. You're looking at the map. Prove it.
One. Hey Siri, where's the Galapagos Islands?
Here it is on the map.
Oh, I was close.
You were close.
I was close.
That was Africa. It just zoomed past. Oh, wait.
No, I was close.
Okay.
I found the Galapagos.
No.
Oh, I knew that they were on that side of the
Your gender non-conforming Siri found the Galapagos. You scrolled out.
I scrolled away from it.
As you can see, we really don't have a lot of information to talk about when it comes to Florencio Fernandez. We could talk about like clinical vampirism and everything like that.
But we did that already.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the... Bless you.
Thank you.
We talked about it a little bit on during Richard Chase, the Vampire of Sacramento.
And please be clear, I was not disputing who owns the Falkland Islands, so don't Top Gear me. I was just... I knew they were down there.
Yeah, he knew where they were.
I knew where they were located.
I was putting them at the Canary Islands.
And apparently I thought the Galapagos was outside of Africa, not South America. Neat. So even if you don't take away anything from the killer side of this, geography is fun. Maybe that's what it should be. Geolocating 15 minutes should be our spin-off show. We just spend 15 minutes going, hey, where's that?
I do that when I'm researching sometimes. Thank you.
Anyways, I don't know what to say, so I'm going to say we're done. I've been AJ Carey.
I'm Sam Rossi.
Deuces.
Later, y'all.
Killing 15 Minutes is hosted by Arthur Carey, with scripts written and researched by Sam Rossi. If you like this episode or want to stay updated on this series, consider following Killing 15 Minutes on Patreon or Retrostatic Radio on all major social media platforms. Good night and God bless.
You're watching Retrostatic Radio.
Wheel of Random is turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes we shall learn.
I'm Sam Rossi, writer and co-host of Randomly 15 Minutes, where the Wheel of Randomness gives me the topic and I write about it.
I'm Megan Klodnicki, and I'm the host of Randomly 15 Minutes. I cold read what Sam writes and learn in real time about a random topic.
You can find us on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook at Randomly 15 Minutes to get more random facts.